took a loss in your last fight to Joseph Parker. What was different about this fight?
上次输给巴克的，这次赢了，有什么区别？
上次输比赛很正常，因为我在赛前击败乔伊斯之后，然后我有一些膨胀，然后我就没有把帕克放在眼里，然后训练的时候也没有那么专注，然后到比赛中也没有那么专注，所以说那场比赛之后给我提了很大的醒，然后让我更加的专注比赛。只要比赛的铃声不结束，我要一直专注，一直专注。
Well, I lost to Parker. It was a fair loss. He was a better man that night. But I do think I learned a lot from that fight. Because after I knocked out Joe Joyce, I was overconfident and I underestimated Parker. So I learned that I had to stay focused. As long as the bell doesn't ring, stay focused.
You knew you had to stay away from that right hand of Deontay Wilder. What was the game plan for you coming into this fight?
他的后手很重啊，你对他的后手有什么计策？
我在一直盯着他的
什么计策？
我在一直盯着他的后手，然后一直在防着他后手。今天他的后手也没有发挥出来，所以说一直被我牵制着。
I have to pay attention to his right hand, but I successfully took his right hand away.
Did you feel his power at any point during this fight?
比赛中有感觉到他确实有力量吗？
比赛中有几拳被我打下来了，确实有力量。他也是一个重炮手，非常值得让人尊重。
I block a few punches, but hell yeah, he punches hard. I give him a lot of respect. He's a heavy puncher.
You're 41 years old, but you're still very much a player in this heavyweight division. What do you want to do next?
41岁的常青树，下一步想干嘛？
下一步继续我的冠军之路。
Road to the champion.
Does this mean the Big Bang is back?
Yeah, Big Bang 又回来了。Big Bang is here.
His bag is here. Yeah, there you go.
Congratulations, Jay. Tremendous performance. For the big announcement, the Queensberry versus Matchroom final. Let's go back to Michael Buffer.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in the ring at this time, please welcome His Excellency, Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority, Turki Al-Sheikh, as he presents the winner of the 5 versus 5 promoters tournament, a check for $3 million to Mr. Frank Warren of Queensberry Promotions.
Your Excellency, what an amazing event you had tonight, an amazing performance by Frank Warren and Queensberry Promotions. Was this what you were hoping for?
Yes, it is great night, and I think Eddie must retire now. It is great night, and we are thinking to do more and more, and now we are looking for the conference in London at the end of this month to announce big card in Wembley, inshallah.
What were you most impressed by tonight?
The competition between the fighters, it is close fight, it is amazing, and you know, this is new idea, and I think it is success.
You have brought 2 of the oldest rivals together here in boxing. How important is that for this sport?
It is important to make everyone work together. This is healthy for the sport. And I think now we are in big step for next big thing, inshallah.
Congratulations, Your Excellency. Tremendous night.
Thank you, thank you.
Please, Your Excellency. Tremendous night.
Thank you, thank you. And I think next time Matchroom will have much better and luck, because when we discuss with Eddie, we have a lot of plans.
All right, well, let's discuss that. First with the winner, Frank Warren. Eddie, we'll get to you in a moment. Frank, clean sweep for Queensberry Promotions tonight. Was this everything you could have hoped for?
Yeah, I always felt we picked a very, very strong team. I always said my guys were all here to win, and that's exactly what they did. They did it in style. So I'm delighted. Cracking fights, close fights. The fans got real value for money. TV, the audiences, everybody, I'm sure enjoyed it. It's a brilliant concept. I must thank His Excellency, the King, also the Crown Prince, for getting behind boxing. The Riyadh season, it's been a privilege to be here in the world's capital boxing here now in Riyadh. And for us to win the first 5v5 is a great privilege and a pleasure.
You mentioned the first. It seems like they want to do a lot of cards just like this moving forward.
Well, we do. You know, we've been talking about it, and we will, and we will do. I mean, obviously, Eddie will want revenge, and you know, and we'll see what happens. But certainly in the future, that's what we'll be looking to do. No doubt about that.
All right, Eddie. Tough one. Tough night. Sorry, man. Tough night for you and for Matchroom. Disappointed. I mean, you had some great fights out of it, and you certainly got some fine performances even in defeat.
Yeah, the main thing is the card was incredible, as we knew it would be. I'll put on a brave face. I'm gutted because I believed we would come away victorious. Started badly. Thought we could have got the edge in a Ray Ford fight. Shiraz was great. Hergovic-Dubois was an incredible fight. And, you know, Zhang was just too much for Wilder. And we kept clutching at straws as the night went on. But 5-0 sounds better than 10-0, so if we can just refer to it as that, I'll be over the moon. But I want a rematch. We're going to run it back. This is just the beginning of this concept. You know, we've enjoyed the build-up so much, the matching of the fighters, and more importantly, our fighters are getting incredible opportunities. We've got 20 fights that we can make together, not 5. The next one will either be here or will be in London. Hopefully, you know, with His Excellency, thank you for bringing us together, bringing boxing together. Tonight was incredible. I will go home. We actually don't have a show next week, so I can sulk for a whole week. The good news is Frank Smith goes to the Queensberry head office to make tea for the entire staff in a French maid's outfit, so that's the icing on the cake of it. Clothing, exactly. Disappointing night for us, amazing night for boxing. We'll run it back.
Frank, $3 million to spread out amongst your fighters. How good that feel?
Companies, it was in between whatever company won. So we'll see what happens. But the main thing is that we've had as I say, a brilliant night. And I've got to tell you something. I looked at all the pundits and how they on Dazn and how they felt who was going to win. And you got one wrong, which was Joe Parker actually said we would win all the fights. You had it down as in Matchroom. But I've got to tell you something. Those pundits couldn't tip rubbish.
Well, we'll see what happens next time. Great start to these types of events. Congratulations to both of you on a tremendous card. Guys?
Yeah, a clean sweep. 10-0. 10-0 to Queensberry, as Frank Warren and Eddie Hergo said 5-0 in terms of the matchup. Shini Zhang taking the photos, rightly so, fantastic performance from him. And I wonder if we'll see Wilder again.
just grooming clothes for you, Dress on natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help be a swagger, style, class, and luxury. Make our products made for you with high quality. Yeah. So get in style with the black of the black, yeah. Company, give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. Get a luxury, yeah. Black, gentleman, black, yeah. Company, give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. Get a luxury, yeah.
Located at www.theblackgent.com.
Yo. What's good? It's Stormybman, and I am back. Welcoming you to the post-fight show with Stormybman for this Saturday, June 1st, 2024. This is the post-fight show for Queensberry versus Matchroom. 5 versus 5 from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The fight card just wrapped up where we saw Queensberry sweep the 5 versus 5 challenge, where all their fighters won and took home the goods. Their point total was, I think they said, 10 points or something, but even more so, that bag that they got a chance to take. A guarantee of $3 million to the promoters. Listen, the cards started roughly 1:30 Central Time, and now it's about 7:35 when the fight card ended. As far as the bouts, quite a tremendous amount of fights. We saw some great battles. We saw guys giving their best. We saw guys getting stopped. We saw guys getting knocked out. The main event, Wilder versus Zhilei Zhang, which was moved from a possible co-main situation to the main after Artur Beterbiev suffered an injury in training, which pulled him from the real main event of the card, which was he against Dmitry Bivol for the undisputed light heavyweight championship of the world. Dmitry Bivol still fought for his 2 titles with a replacement fighter by the name of Malik Zenard, and he was no longer the main event feature. The co-main event feature became Daniel Dubois against Filip Hrgovic, in a fight that saw these 2 men who had a buried rival resurface throughout the promotion, most in part due to Filip Hrgovic and his behavior. Well, Dubois exercised the ghost of their past relations with an 8th round stoppage over Filip Hrgovic. And he looked it like the busted up caveman from the old Geico commercials. Huh? Yeah. But anyway, as we talk about the card overall, the main event in particular, Deontay Wilder was stopped by Zhilei Zhang with a KO defeat in the 5th round. There was not enough action between the two men, but you knew that a fight like this between the two combatants could end this way because they both had fight-ending power. And it just seems that Deontay Wilder has always fought an uphill battle in the heavyweight division because almost all of his opponents have outweighed him. And it was no different tonight with Zhang outweighing him almost 70 pounds. Ridiculous. Zhang caught Wilder in an awkward position where he caught him, dazed him, followed it up, and downed him. And Wilder could not recover. Even though he got to his feet, the referee waved the fight off, seeing that he couldn't continue. I didn't like seeing Deontay Wilder like that. I have my own particular feelings about what they've put this man through in this sport, and they made an example out of him. But I will reflect upon, hopefully he doesn't fight anymore, but I will reflect upon the excitement that he generated through his process toward going toward a heavyweight title and his reigning as WBC heavyweight champion, tying the record of Muhammad Ali with 10 title defenses. He will go in the record books. And there are people now who have victories over him, but that doesn't mean that they were better. The world is a different place. And for those of you who are old enough, older than myself, let's just say, who could remember Muhammad Ali in his youth when he was initially the heavyweight champion of the world at 22. He took on the U.S. government when he refused to accept and being indoctrinated into the U.S. military by claiming conscientious objector during the time of the Vietnam War. He stirred a pot of sentiment that even to this day there's a mighty divide between what people stand and believe in and what people fabricate as patriotism. And though Ali was a man of strong conviction, character, and talent and ability when it came to this sport, it was ensured that he wouldn't lead others beyond the sport once he was done with the sport. Wilder had begun to channel some energy from that ilk, and this establishment does not want to see that maintain or progress. That's all I'll say about that at this particular time, but it's not a done conversation. There are too many of you out here who live in the now, and some of your reckless remarks will be removed from this live broadcast. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. You can come in as if you're a friend, but you're definitely foe, especially when you have never written in my chat prior to today. But some of you may want to come around here and gloat over the fact that Deontay Wilder lost a fight this evening by knockout. See, I didn't have you with me before now. You will not be hanging on to the coattails at this time. You can take that somewhere else. And I would advise you to cease your comments in the chat and just listen. Because if you continue to do so, not only will I banish you, but I will make remarks when banishing you. And you can go over there to the other side and join in the chorus of those who speak ill against this channel, my brand. Because I didn't have your support up to this point, and I won't need it beyond this point. That's fact. Gonna go to the chat and see who we got in the building. Almost 200 people already have stopped by to see me flip them the bird. And I will oblige. Shawalaya's in the building saying shalom, Stormy B-Man. Blessings to you and the chat. J. Wayne Citizen in the building. Smooth Shay 4 is out there. Jimmy Bernard says, what's good, Sensei? Salute to the chat. Smash the like button. Universal Truth is back with us with the channel emojis. What's going on with you, Universal? The Messenger 215 is back saying salute to the channel and the chat. I'm hurting. Many are at this time. Many of us are. Black Alpha saying salute Stormy in chat. Universal says, I knew this was a bad match for Wilder. He never developed a defense to win these kind of fights. Todd Swindle's in the building. What's happening? B-Mac is out there. What's happening with you? Says salute Stormy B-Man. My brother Antonio MMA is out there saying salute Sensei. Anthony Bolton is out there saying salute Stormy. Lido Polo 626 in the building saying salute Stormy. You may be on to something there, Antonio. You may be on to something. Shamar, Rashawn, Shalom in the building saying salute to the sensei, right back at you. Learn says wasn't anticipating the sweep, but these were great fights. All the men who won deserved it. Isaiah GQ is back saying salute Stormy, this is unfortunate. Learn says hope to see a 5 versus 5 again. That would be nice. Maybe Queensberry against a different promotional group. So much to cover off of this. I can do about a month's worth of content off of this card and delving into tonight's main event. Shamar says Wilder may need to think about sitting down and enjoying his work. I don't want to see him like this anymore. Bomb squad for life. Champion Hart in the building saying salute to Sensei Stormy and brothers and sisters in the chat. Ravens Nation, what's good with you? Art Hostage, what's going on with you, Art? He says, morning, Stormy B. Deontay Wilder has a bright future running for public office. First as a councilman, then a congressman, then as a senator. This is not the end, but the end of the beginning. That's right, Antonio. Don't you ever forget. And you got these coons out here reveling in these circumstances, not even realizing and recognizing that it could be them that they would make an example of. William Old School is in the building saying salute. Stormy B, peace, my brother, and y'all smash the like button, people, when entering the building. What's good with you, William? Jay Gibson is out there. Snoopy Mac in the building. Michael Ray II is in the building. C. Wood, where you been? Jonathan Simon. Hey, Champy, why don't you try coming back with your real account so we could have a real conversation? Since you want to hear me go up against you so badly, bring your ass with your real account. Then we can have the conversation you've yearned for. But you ain't ready for it. Yeah, Antonio, isn't that something? Yeah. But on to the fight. This was going to be a situation between these two men, especially after seeing the ploy and strategy by both. Someone was going to get hit and hurt, and then they would have that advantage to finish strong. Unfortunately, under these circumstances, it happened to be Wilder. But that's exactly what happened. I'm not a fan of guys tapping each other's lead hand, whether they're southpaw against orthodox, whether there's two orthodox or two southpaws. I'm not a fan of that tapping the other guy's lead hand. Not a fan of that at all. I have a different philosophy for those who like to come out like that. This guy, Zili Zhang, he may get away with that with a lot of the fighters of today who are not trained and adept at how to deal with that. But trust me, Lennox Lewis would have eaten him inside of 2 rounds with that foolishness. See, Wood, when someone looks to do that, you don't accommodate, you don't oblige, but you give them a reason to not do it. But you have to be skilled and trained to know what those tactics and strategies are. There's not a lot of teaching, I keep telling you guys, to put fighters in a position to be better. Half of these trainers let the fighters do exactly what they want to do in the gym and in the ring. You heard Raymond Ford say that he should have listened to his corner more in this fight. What are you paying them for if you're not going to listen to them? Know it all? What are you paying them for? You need them because they have a set of eyes on the circumstances that you don't have. But first, you need to have people who are adept at providing the instructions and breaking down the circumstances that you face. Without that, you're like a rudderless ship on rough seas. Has anyone ever sailed on a ship that didn't have a rudder or a broken rudder? If Wilder had thrown punches at Zili Zhang with bad intentions, Zili Zhang would have taken a back foot. Why go to a gunfight and glue your holster shut? You could already see that Zhang was quite cautious in letting his own hands go because he was concerned for what might be coming back. And I'm sorry to tell you people, but guess who had the faster hands? The guy who was stopped. I didn't like Malik Scott's instructions. I no longer believe that I like him as a coach and trainer, even though he's working with some other people. That's all I'll say about him at this time. This is a tough loss to take for Wilder. The reason I say that is because there was so much more for him to do before he was derailed by the PTB. J. Edgar Hoover was known to have made a quote, "There must not be a black messiah." Allegedly. Do any of you know what that really means? Then think about the information that Putin released a few months ago about their documentations about Christ. MJ's Total Health and Wellness Enrichment. What's going on? Learn is asking, so what are your thoughts on the comments on Saudi taking over Vegas for the Mecca of boxing? It was once said that Madison Square Garden was the Mecca of boxing. Apparently, Meccas shift their position according to the climates. Learn. Apparently. Antonio MMA, to your comment. In scripture, it says, let us make man in our image. You'd have to ask yourself first, who was speaking and to whom were they speaking to? And our image must look like what? Just food for thought. There you go, Shower. Once again, fact, Shower. But off of Wilder and Zhang, we saw what happened. Zhang won. Congratulations to Zhilei Zhang. We'll see what's next for him. That co-main event, though, Dubois and Hrgovic. I messaged out to some of the family and even a tweet that Daniel Dubois, I believe he likes to be called Daniel, has grown up right before our very eyes. He showed something in that fight against Big Baby Miller. I took note at the time. During that fight, Miller was putting pressure on Danny. Danny got a little fatigued. And instead of withering, quitting, ceasing, he bought some time and got his second win and then began to go after Miller again in a more calculating manner. He moved around, he used the jab, he threw combination punches, which were effective, breaking Miller down eventually. It was great to watch him. So when I did my breakdown video on that, I said that he has fought better opposition than Hrgovic over his last four fights. And I felt that Hrgovic lost to Zhilei Zhang when they fought. Though Danny's defense was poor in this fight, There was something there that Mr. Hergovic miscalculated. Does anyone know what that was? Because we're going to have a discussion about this. There was something that Danny had that he brought to the fight that Hergovic miscalculated. It's interesting to see you guys' comments because none of them are wrong. None of them are incorrect. He brought all of that, and Mr. Hergovic thought it didn't exist within him because he sparred him a few years ago when Danny was still in his late teens, and he kind of had his way with him. And throughout the promotion leading up to this card tonight, he spoke about sending him to the hospital and doing terrible, nasty things to him as a fighter. And was very dismissive of Dubois. The interesting thing about that, salute to Daryl Alexander becoming a Zhuxing student. Welcome, Storm Chasers, Storm Trackers. But Danny remembered what he said. And have you ever heard the phrase to go through hell and hot water, or hot water and hell? That's what Danny did with Mr. Hergovic tonight. There was no right hand, uppercut, left hook, or jab that Danny Dubois was going to allow him to stop him. And he put it on Philippe. Huh? Philip. Your name is Philip now. Understand? Because you got your butt handed to you. Huh? El Animal got skinned. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, with the cuts on his face and everything, I believe he'll be going to the hospital tonight. Huh? Yeah! Salute to Danny Dubois, the man of dynamite who exploded all over Philippe, who gassed out after like 3 rounds. Huh? I commented to the brothers and sisters I was listening to the fight with. I said, hey, he gonna get tired from hitting Danny. And he did. Huh? How about that? You ever seen somebody getting tired from whooping somebody's ass? Let me catch my win. Nuh-uh, sucker. It's my turn now. Huh? Philip, oops upside your head. And that's it. Huh? Yeah. But I wanted Danny to punish him with body shots. If he had gone to his body, we would have seen Hergovic laying on the floor because he just, did you see him stumbling into the ropes and stuff? He was like looking for a place to lay down. And Danny made a horrible mistake of smothering some of his shots when he got him into that peril. He got too close to him. You got to keep a certain amount of distance where you can still go to work. And stop head hunting so much. You punch so hard, if you hit him in the body, you can knock him down with a body shot too. Danny was strong tonight. He was determined. He was well trained and prepared. And I have to tell you guys, I always say this because I got a friend that talks about this and we laugh all the time. When I saw Philip come to the ring with that stupid haircut, what was that, huh? Some kind of Backstreet Boys haircut or something? When I saw him come in there with that haircut, like my partner used to say from the gym, he's like, oh, he gonna lose because he got a bad haircut. And guess what? Raymond Ford came in there, didn't have no braids or nothing. He had that terrible afro, huh? That looked like a cow been sucking on the top of his head, didn't it? Huh? And he lost too, didn't he? Huh? Yeah. So those bad haircuts now, you got to get your stuff trimmed up when you come in there. You can't be coming in there looking half-mass, huh? KG, what's good with you, brother? I see you out there. William is saying, did he change trainers or something? The trainer that's been working with him since he lost to Joe Joyce has been working very well with him. I did a video about it, William. You see, a few months ago, I did a video on Danny Dubois' new trainer. And see, this is how I know, like, when people don't watch my content. It's like, I talked about that already. See, if you had watched the video, you'd be all brought up to speed, huh? But I understand, you know, some of y'all like to watch Pornhub and stuff like that and don't want to listen to Stormy B-Man. But you'll come in here for the post-fight show. I ain't talking to you right now, William. I'm talking about these peepers and jerkers out there. They don't watch my content, but they'll come in here on the post-fight show and try to throw some rocks and hide their hands and everything. But they don't know that, you know, the channel is fortified with a little bit of vibranium, huh? Yeah. Yeah. But did you see the look on Philippe's face when they stopped the fight, though? Did you see the look on his face? Did you see the bruises? Did you see the desperation and exasperation of he having been brought down from his loftiness, huh? Some of the stuff that he said about Dubois was like really like, it'll get under your skin if you're Dubois. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Dubois was able to deal with him. And he dealt with him perfectly. He put his hands on him like you're supposed to do in a boxing match. Lay hands on him and bless him. Huh? And that's what Philip got. That's why he got a new name. And he gonna have a new face after they get through putting them stitches and everything on there. Because he ain't gonna look like he looked yesterday. Huh? Yeah! That's right, Shower. Took it right off his face. Salute to Boxing Fan ×4. Super chat says, like when Canelo had those stupid bangs versus Floyd. Hey, man, I'm telling you, a bad haircut. Listen, as a professional fighter, you need to go in the ring tightened up. Because if you got a bad haircut, usually bad things happen. Usually. Boxing and Barbecue, he says, laugh out loud. He wasn't dressed bad haircuts for success, Stormy. Listen, man, he did look like he just got out the bed, didn't he? You know how, some white dudes, they got to comb their hair, put some mousse in there or something. He just looked like he had that wind-blown look, like he came in from outside. It was some torrential winds or something, and he came in and walked to the ring. I'm like, I'm just looking at him like, really? Salute to Danny Dubois, man. Listen, he's only 26 years old. 26. He's been in better fights than AJ was in at the same age. Do you guys know that AJ won that first title against Prince Charles Martin? He was 24 years old. Do you know that? I ain't here to give you no damn history lessons. Nope. And Frank Warren is not protecting him like Eddie protected Joshua. Frank Warren had him in there in Poland fighting Usyk. He lost that fight, brought him back in December on the Day of Reckoning card. Against Miller. After defeating Miller, he called out Hrgovic, called him out, said, "Hey, you nappy head, huh? I want that smoke." And I guess Danny Dubois got mad at me for saying that Caroline was the best fighter in the Dubois family. So I think he's closing the gap. Salute. Stormy always enjoy when you prove him wrong because that gives us more conversation, huh? Yeah. Yeah, Antonio, you talking about that Makhmudov, Makhmudov, that Ajit beat up. Yeah, him and Hrgovic can team up, huh? They can be the new Geico cavemen. They could bring the commercials back. Remember those two guys? Geico. Remember the guy in the airport on the damn thing, the runway? He's like, do 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 do. Everywhere I go, and they show him with the caveman, and it was like so simple that a caveman can do it. And dude was like, man, he was mad because he was being called a caveman. Well, that's what you is. Arslanbek and Hrgovic. Sounds like two dudes with a bad automobile repair shop, don't it? Arslanbek and Hrgovic. Bring your car in here and we'll tune it up. No, thank you. And they better not have a hair salon, huh? Because Arslanbek, he got hair all over his back, huh? And Hrgovic, his hair was so messed up, huh? He need to go to the salon, huh? What's going on with these guys, man? Yeah, shower foreign motors. Copper Aborigines, what's happening, bro? Look here, Percy Vaughn. You know what? Your comments aren't appreciated here. Goodbye. What's going on, Willie Lowe? Appreciate you, bro. See? They come in here and they think they can throw rocks and hide their hands. But guess what? Don't worry, Shower. I got him already. Huh? He'll have to go create a whole new account to come back to have it happen all over again. So we could call it Groundhog's Day with Percy. Huh? Yeah. Michael Ray says maybe Ford and Foster can fight at 1:30. You really think so? Oshaki Foster wipes the floor with that kid. He couldn't handle Nick Ball. Oshaki Foster is a real defined world champion at his weight class. Don't disrespect Oshaki like that. Raymond Ford was supposed to take care of Nick Ball before thinking about moving up. If he was thinking about moving up in the fight, he shouldn't have taken the fight. Now, some people say, well, he couldn't turn down the money. Well, all money ain't good money, huh? See Shakur Stevenson. But like I said just a moment ago, I can tell you all day long, but when I tell you, do you pay attention to what I tell you? No. So when I say what I say, yeah. Salute to that dude named Dave. What's happening with you, Dave? How you doing, brother? Did you enjoy those fights, man? I didn't like seeing my brother Deontay Wilder go down, but hey, man, it happened, you know. But at least we got to see Danny Dubois kill a wildebeest, huh? The animal, Philip the animal, huh? He got his head on some kind of a, what do they call those trophy things that you hang in your den on the wall? Yeah, that's a big game I caught out there in Saudi. El Animal. Philip, the animal. See, Philip shouldn't have been talking all that crap. Hey, Michael Ray, his seasoning is done, bro. It's done. You can tell a tree by the fruit it bears. Huh? What did he show you tonight? See, that's why I say don't disrespect O'Shaquie Foster. Because O'Shaquie Foster has shown us. Do you know they threw him over there in Mexico in one of them little tiny rings that was no bigger than a shoebox and had him in there with a guy who knocked out all his previous opponents and hadn't been past 7 rounds? And he was in there going to work with this guy. The guy got tired and he finished and stopped the guy in his hometown in Mexico. A fight plan where Ed Hearn was actually sending O'Shaquie over there to lose. But he prevailed. You see, cream rises, huh? Doo-doo sinks to the bottom of the toilet, huh? Yeah. Hen Dog, I made that remark already about him not listening to his trainers. I told you. Yeah. Exactly, Dave. Exactly. Yeah. J. Wayne Citizen, top that off with a report. Huh? Report that comment for hate speech. Top it off with a report for hate speech. Yeah, but Shower, this is what we doing. When you block them and then you report them, huh? They give you a little list of reasons that you've blocked them. Him, Alex the asshole, he deserved to be blocked for racism. Okay? That's why he's blocked. Remember, YouTube is now tracking these guys. So when you block them and you report them like that, it goes under their name wherever they leave comments. And they can be flagged immediately if you build up a case against him, say like he goes to another channel, BFTB or 78 or whatever, and he comes in with those kind of little remarks, there's now a history of him making these reports, and then his IP gets canceled. How about that? Hey, Trill Black, who are you? You never come over here to Stormy B-Man's chat, but when Wilder loses, you suddenly appear. Why is that? Now, don't nobody time him out, or I'm sorry, don't nobody block him yet. I want him to explain himself, because I've been around for like 5 years now, never seen you here. But that name is like a play on someone else. But you call yourself Trill Black and you come into my comment section and you're talking about Wilder losing. Stormy B-Man does post-fight shows on all the fights, man. Not just Wilder fights. So if you're just taking a chance to come in here and take shots at Deontay Wilder, understand that I'm a heavy Deontay Wilder supporter. You understand? So I take offense to someone that's looking to hop the fence just to dive in on Deontay Wilder. So I need you to explain yourself. And if you don't want to write no more, that's fine too, because guess what? You'll be gone. Don't you all feel that I've given him enough time to respond? See, just because somebody might look like you don't mean they are of you. Goodbye. This is how you know they ain't real. That's all right, Copper, because he can't answer now unless he go make a new account. This is how you know that they're not real and they're not true. They come in, like I say, throwing stones. Over 500 people tuned in to Stormy B Man's post-fight show. When the name fights and fighters come out, so do these people in abundance. So they are aware of me. I told you guys about this before. Over 1 million views, almost 2 million views to the channel. But no real support from those folks. This is why it's so easy to banish them. It's okay, Shower, because I got him. He out of here already. I worked that magic. That was all my doing. I told you I'm swift with it. Now, Jay Gibson, what's the rule? After you hit him like that, report him. Report him for hate speech. Hate speech. Come on. Salute to Michael Ray, who has decided to become a member of the channel. Welcome to the Storm Trackers. Welcome, Michael. No, once I've reported and had it removed, you can't see it, Shower. That's how that works. I can't even go back and see it again. That's how that works. Just got another one. There you go. And you can see most of them you've never even seen here because my family is in the chat there. The people who rock with me on a regular basis, they see you fools coming in here with that foolishness. They see you. You could talk about the host all you want to, but you'll do it outside. And you could go to those other channels that talk about the host. Y'all could get together in a little circle, smoke a toke, and have a powwow. I don't care. I don't care. Because I'm here. I'm at home. I'm in my place, my dwelling space. Why are you here? There's plenty of people with live streams right now talking about that fight card. What have you brought your trifling behind over here for? And see, what black boxing is over doesn't realize is that when you report him, all of that goes under the same IP. Yeah. How about that? We'll make a job of it tonight. Antonio Alonso, who are you to tell me who to let on my platform? Huh? You can get the hell out of here too. You know why? Because some of these deranged individuals will come on your platform and pull their cocks out and stuff like that when you let them on the air. They're sick individuals. Huh? So why would I invite somebody on my platform to do something so foolish as that and get my channel taken down? Huh? No. Jebediah Kane, you expect me to believe that? You guys come around here, man, and you come when Wilder loses, huh? But you say you've been subscribed to me for a while. Yeah, right. You can create another account and come back again, huh? That just makes you like these other guys. Because if you were sincere in your initial coming in, you wouldn't have come in disrespectful like that. Now you want to tell me that you've been subscribed to me for a while and everything. I don't need your subscription. I don't need someone coming in here playing these games with me. I'm a grown man. You understand? Salute to my brother Scrapbook Boxing out there. He says, good evening, my brother Stormy. Just stepped in to check out your post-fight show. Very good to see a card like we saw tonight. Congratulations to all the participants. I wish them well. Peace to everyone. Salute to you, Scrap. We got to talk soon, bro. We got to talk soon. But thank you for checking me out. Salute to Daryl Alexander out there, changing the color in the chat with the 50-piece says, normally I would give out memberships, but there are too many trolls in the chat tonight. So this is for you, Stormy B, man. I appreciate that, Daryl Alexander. And when I told you I needed you to contact me, that's basically what I wanted to have a conversation with you about, because some of these people come under the guise, but they're not family. They're not. Some of them are the ops. So you do have to be careful with the memberships. If you do decide to do the memberships, always consider wrenches, people in blue first. And I have a ton of people who are in blue, even if they're not in the live on this particular day or evening when I'm doing a live. If you just have to wait till you see them. But I never would tell you don't gift memberships, but be careful how you gift memberships, because that gives the ops, the apps, that gives them the access to what they don't need to have access to. We've blocked already about 20 people this evening on this broadcast alone. Think about that. LL Music TV. I don't know. Why don't you go out there to another channel and find out? Now you see, Shower, what we were talking about last night on the Friday night chop session. Remember the conversation we were having about the trolls and the people coming in? This is a perfect example of that. I haven't even triggered anything. This is all about the fact that Wilder fought today and he lost. And people who know that the LDBC supports Wilder. Wilder has a relationship with the LDBC. And so here they are. at LL Music TV. That card started around 1:30 Central Time, and it finished about 7:35 Central Time. Almost 8 o'clock Central Time. No, Copper, they're like roaches, man. They'll hatch some eggs and more will return. You know, that's why you got to keep your pest control handy, huh? That's all. Keep it handy. Shower says ready with the super strength raid. Yeah, you better be, cause they out there. And I'm not done talking about the fight card. Ammo Williams and his fight against what's his name? Hamza Shiraz. I had a feeling that Williams was going to lose this fight, but I didn't know he would get beat up like he did. That was kind of tough. Unfortunate for him. But I did speak about him last night, didn't I, Shower, when I said that Ammo is wide open, like a screen door on a summer day when the flies are out? Salute to LL Music TV out there with a super chat. He says, support to you, bro. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for your super chat. Yeah, Ammo, I don't think he had a game plan. And if he did, he couldn't impose it or implement it. It was unfortunate what happened to him, though. Very unfortunate. But Shower, I did not see Queensberry sweeping this entire event. I didn't see that. I keep telling you, these guys who they tell you they touted and talented and they're up and coming and the ones to watch, as soon as you put them in there in a situation where they are tested, they fall apart. You can put Tank Davis in there with a real test. He's going to fall apart because he's not mentally strong. He's not. He's got a lot of talent physically, but his shortcomings are all psychological. Salute to Shower out there in the Cash App donation. Appreciate you. She says for the bounce back. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. DJ Russ, I got a better question for you. Why would you be concerned about whether or not I was surprised about Danny Dubois' performance? Don't nobody banish him. I would like to hear his response to my question. Like I said, I produce content, break down videos, have live streams, and post-fight shows. And I haven't seen you. Well, Copper, look at it like this. Frank Martin is not Ryan Garcia. He's levels above Ryan Garcia. And Tank struggled to a small degree with Ryan Garcia. Just bear that in mind. Notice how DJ Russ hasn't responded to my question yet. You see, you can always tell because I asked a legitimate question. And just like these guys will respond and say silly stuff and, stuff that'll get them ousted, when you come to them straight, they back off. Why? Because they're not sincere. Salute, Queen 71. I see you. Well, Queen, the Dubois Hergovic fight is worth watching, but the Deontay Wilder fight is just disappointing. It's like it's hard to see Deontay in the situation that he was in on this evening. That's hard to watch. Well, see, DJ Russ, I've been on for now an hour and 45 minutes. I talked about those guys already. You check the temperature of the room before you step in because, again, there's been a lot of trolling here. And I've had to deal with trolls harshly, as I've been known to do. Like I said, you haven't written in my comment section before. You haven't commented on my videos before. You haven't come in and saluted and everything like this. You just come in like, hey, what's your opinion? It's like, what? Who are you? See, because I take the time out to get to know who's coming around. This is why some people are surprised that I can know familiar names and everything, because it's my job. It's my duty to make myself aware to that degree. But I've already blocked about 20-something people this evening already for foolishness. You shouldn't take that personal. You should be able to think and see through the lens of the foolishness that goes on. Maybe if you're frequenting other channels where they let everything fly. I don't let everything fly over here. I don't let everything fly. Okay, Shower, since you vouching for him, I'll lighten up. But I be locked and loaded, man. I do. There's so much disrespect out here. So much. And it's not even necessary. Yeah, I think after like 4 rounds, Ammo realized he was going to have problems. And Shiraz's jab kept popping him right on that lead eye, that right eye. He was in trouble. And then he was standing on the outside just looking at the guy. It's like no upper body movement or anything. He was just standing there at moments at a time. And Shiraz was like, you ain't going to move your head? Pop, 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 pop. He just, one time I think he hit him with 4 jabs in a row. I was like, when is this sucker going to move his head, man? That was horrible. And why these guys will not hold their hands up? That dude that was fighting Dmitry Bivol, he came out there. He didn't move his head either. He's standing in front of Bivol like, you going to hit me? You going to hit me? I dare you to hit me. Just throw a punch. And Bivol was like, okay, here's a left hook. Bing! He was on the canvas. Man, this is crazy. But I'm here to tell y'all in advance, Dmitry Bivol is going to be killed by Artur Beterbiev. Yep. So y'all get get your attire ready for services, because black suit and tie for the men and black dresses for the ladies, because Bivol is going to be laid to rest. And what he say, October? Yeah. Mm-hmm. yeah, Jay Wayne, that's exactly what it's gonna be. He gonna get that special Russian military send off. Man, Artur don't be playing no games. I'm telling you, he's the only fighter in the sport today that is who and like he is. It's like he's a different kind of person. Y'all ain't gonna appreciate him till he ain't around no more. But for some reason, Dmitry Bivol, he got that Mongolian blood in him or whatever. He kind of looked like Bruce Lee to me. Every time I see him, I was like, it's Bruce Lee. Because Bruce Lee didn't look nothing like Bruce Lee. They just called him Bruce Lee. I don't know why. It's a lie, But he looked just like him. I don't know about you, but Shawa, I felt that was kind of creepy when Alex Sheik was like grabbing his kids. Hey, come over here. I was like, I don't know. I have different kind of feelings and thoughts about that kind of stuff. All right, William, take it easy, bro. Take it easy. Really, Shower? That's your thoughts too? When Alex Sheik was grabbing his kids? Man, come on now. You know, there's just certain things that fly today that didn't fly when I was young, you know? And then there are other things that don't fly that should, and people get all bent out of shape about. Like when you checking somebody and telling them about themselves, then they want to cancel you, huh? But you can act all weird and drugged out and everything. And then they like, oh, give him a chance because he's dealing with some issues. Man, if you don't get all the way the hell up out of here with that mess. Mike 202, where you been, man? Huh? Are you a cop, Jay Reed? Coming up in here, after not being around for a minute? Huh? I have to trace your footsteps. Look at here. Chilltown Majors creeping into the building too. He stops by my channel maybe twice a year. Huh? Chilltown Majors. Keep telling you guys, I pay attention. I pay attention to who be there and who don't. Walking in like, hey man, can I get a plate? Get to the back of the line. Look at here. Here go Mike 202. Busy week working, trying to get that money. A man is to work all the days of his life. Huh? But I just ain't seen you around the Stormybman channel. It ain't got nothing to do with working. Huh? Because Stormybman don't always be live, but he has content out there, stuff to comment on. You know what I'm really pissed off about? I did 5 video breakdowns for the 5 versus 5 this week, and you guys didn't watch the videos. Just a handful of you did. Each video, starting with the initial video to explain the tournament and everything, followed by each fight breakdown. So each video was dedicated to the fights. And all of those videos I put all that work in, and you guys was just, and maybe because all of them had the same thumbnail. and a portion of the title was the same. But they were all different. They were all different. But see, this is what I do. But like I said, can't get that right, that proper support. The initial title is Queensberry versus Matchroom, 5 versus 5, a potential card of the year. Parts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But that's okay. I'm the only one that did anything like that. The only one out of all these channels and stuff. I'm the only one who did anything like that. But where's my support at? And I'm not crying or boo-hooing about it because I don't do it hoping that changes. I just point out the fact that you see how I tell these people who pop in here and throw these stones and be acting like they do. I cover the sport of boxing. And I put content out there. But y'all would rather be dealing with drama and clickbait stuff and all of that instead of coming in and hearing 5 or 6 minutes worth of a quality conversation on these subjects. You ain't even got to be on there long. The 2 videos that were longer were the 2 heavyweight matchups. Philip and Daniel and Deontay and Zili. So those videos were 12 minutes. But the other ones was just under 7 minutes. None of them had over 100 views. None of them. But they were quality. All of them. But if I had clickbaited the title and said in one of them, Wilder to get his head knocked off by Zhang, man, I'd have over a few hundred hits. But I just pointed out because this is exactly what it is. So, while I'm live and these trolls try to come in on my show, throwing stones, I point that shit out. Do you know I'm approaching almost 1,000 views for this live stream? Almost 1,000 views for this live stream. And look how much foolishness I've had to deal with here. That's right, Shower. Tell them. That's why I say the math ain't mathing. I didn't even have any dinner. I watched this fight card, man. But it was entertaining. And shout out to my brother Cadillac Red who helped me out. But I'll get ready to pack it in because every man got to know his limitations. And I'm coming up on mine, you know. And now a word from my brother, the Focus Ball, something that Danny Dubois could invest in.
Get ready to take your striking game to the next level with the Focus Ball. Dramatically improved footwork, timing, head movement, hand-eye coordination, reflex, and overall fight IQ. It's lightweight and extremely portable, so you can train every time, everywhere. When you don't have a coach to do mitt work, get a Focus Ball. When you don't have a heavy bag to hit, get a Focus Ball. When you don't have a sparring partner, get yourself a Focus Ball. And when you just want to have fun punching and kicking, get a Focus Ball. When you train with the Focus Ball, you train your eyes and your brain to read punches so that you can hit and not get hit, making this very simple device a must-have for all combat sports athletes and enthusiasts alike. So if you want to take your striking game to the next level, don't wait. Get the Focus Ball now.
Yeah. But I want to say something and salute to Queen 71 with her comment where she says it was worth the $70. I hate that my folks lost, but 50-50 fights are always worth it. Most definitely, Queen. And I'm glad that you said that because it speaks volumes about what we are willing, you know, to dish our dollars out for. And you are more than correct when you say that. And I feel the same way. To be able to have objectivity and to be able to endorse something that you know is going to be entertaining for you. That's where I have to give credit to the prince from Saudi for what he does, because people will pay for what's quality. And this was a quality card. It was the first of its kind, historically speaking, when you think about the fact that 2 promotional companies pitted 5 of their best fighters in their stable against one another in 5 different weight classes. That was pretty interesting. 4 different weight classes, rather. And it was entertaining. And for that, I salute them and respect what they were able to deliver to us today. And unlike Queen was saying that every one of the fights was 50-50 except for the first one. That first fight between Craig Richard and Willie Hutchinson was on paper a closer fight than what it turned out to be. Craig Richards, for whatever reason, early on, he wouldn't fight. But then, as he's been known to do as the rounds went on, and Hutchinson tired because he had never been past 7 rounds. Remember, here we go again, talking about guys that haven't gone late in fights. When Hutchinson started to run out of gas, then Richards came on. But that fight too. Now, Richards is 34 years old. Hutchinson is still in his mid-20s. So it still turned out to be a good fight. The fact that both men are from the UK, so the people over there in the UK, they know those guys. And see, we're not familiar with them as much. I am because I cover the sport. But I was still entertained by it. And I have no complaints on this card 5 versus 5. I really don't. I don't like the fact that we had to see Wilder get stopped. But, you know, when you support someone and you have a feel for them like that, of course, that's disappointing. But boy, did I enjoy watching Philip get his, huh? I even enjoyed Dimitri Bivol enjoying his first knockout in 5 years, because he can enjoy later this fall he getting knocked out by Artur Beterbiev. So, you know, things go full circle out here in the boxing business. So it was very entertaining. It was very entertaining. And I look forward to more. But that's all I got for you this evening, because I've been on here long enough. 2 hours is enough. And I appreciate the super chats, the new subscribers. I appreciate those who came in here with positive intent and maybe even caught a little friendly fire. But there's a way to handle that if you're an adult, and we can do adult-like business and get these things rectified. But for those who don't respect that, then you can stay on the outside. Those are my words, and I will stand by that brand. Shout out to the mighty LDBC, and we'll see you next time.